Hello and welcome on Startup Player, the place where you can level up your skills and knowledge by playing video games. Today we're going to talk about startups and see how we can use video games to train our first startup skills. To do that, we're going to use a video game classic, World of Goo. World of Goo was published in 2008 by Tootie Boy and was a stepping stone to the expansion of the indie game scene. It preceded the popularity of physics games on smartphones and managed to raise in no time $1 million through the Humble Indie Bundle long after it was first published. The main concept of the game is to use goo balls to build self-supporting structures and reach a specific spot in the level, the exit pipe. As you'll see, playing with goo balls is quite fun. The levels are well designed, tapping into our curiosity to build things, explore the unknown, and overcome challenges. We can actually use those elements to illustrate what a startup is, as formulated by Eric Ries in his book Lean Startup. A startup is a human institution designed to deliver a new product or service under conditions of extreme uncertainty. Let our goo balls represent a human institution. In each level, what we're trying to do is design a new product, a structure capable of reaching the exit pipe. And we do that under conditions of extreme uncertainty, given the weak resistance of our structure and the succession of obstacles and traps thrown at us. This definition of startups calls for a few necessary skills. First, you need to be a team player, able to fit in the human institution the startup is. Next, you need to be able to comply to a specific process applied by startups to efficiently execute their mission, the Lean Startup process. Of course, you'll need to be able to imagine and build new products using creative imagination. And finally, because of a changing environment of extreme uncertainty, you will need to be resilient, adaptable, and persevering. Let's see how World of Goo can help you grasp those necessary startup skills. Remember the group of goo balls representing our human institution? In most levels, the winning structures, the ones able to reach the exit pipe, are composed of various types of goo: sticky, floating, inflammable, working together as one team. In a startup, engineering, product, sales, marketing, and business development need to work together in the same way to succeed. Startups often comply to the Lean Startup process. Their actions are codified in the same way goo balls' interactions are codified. They build their new product or service through small iteration, and that's precisely what you do in the game when you build your contraption. To remember what creative imagination is, just think of what the game allows you to do. Play with goo, which is the essence of creative imagination for kids. In the game, you will most certainly fail trying to build the right structure, with lots of tries and retries, of collapsing masses of goo and of lethal wastes of resources. And yet, you will progress through the game level by level because of three things: resilience, adaptability, and perseverance. So how can you use this game to train your startup skills? Well, the game has been designed to stimulate your creativity, so simply playing it will already be beneficial. But you can go further by trying to get a sense of what type of startup player you might be. Are you better at creating novel solutions or reacting to failed attempts? Did you discard a solution too fast because you were excited to try a different one? When and why did you quit? How did you put your brain into motion to solve the mom level? If you can make it to the end of the game, take a moment to look back at what you've accomplished. You thought in various dimensions, explored extremely uncertain territories, took risks and failed, and demonstrated at every level that you are inventive. You're on the right track to making the best out of video games, using them to level up your game. That's all for today, folks. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to keep playing. Feel free to comment and share other games you think can be used to efficiently train your creative imagination. If you want to learn more about startups and train additional skills by playing video games, make sure to subscribe to our channel.